Hello, I'm Michael Good from Recordare. I'm going to demonstrate our Dole 5 for Sibelius plugin. Dole 5 lets you move music created in Sibelius to Finale and other music applications with much greater accuracy and completeness than ever before. Let me show you how that works. I'm a songwriter and I've written this short song for piano, vocal, guitar format in Sibelius 6. Now I need to move it over to Finale 2010 because I'm working with an arranger or publisher who uses that software. How do I go about it? If I'm using Sibelius 6 out of the box, my only real choice is to use MIDI files. So I go to the File menu, Export, MIDI file, hit OK on the options, Save. That happens very quickly. I now go over to Finale, File menu, Open, look for MIDI files, double-click on the file, and let's see how well the MIDI translation works. And I'm giving this a quick review, and I'm not very impressed by the quality of the translation. Let me tell you why. I am getting the pitches and the rhythms transferring over, and I'm getting the key signature and the time signature, but that's it. I have a lot more music written in Sibelius that is not transferring over in the MIDI translation. I have a tempo mark. I have dynamics. I have a grace note. I have a 2-bar repeat. I have a diminuendo. I have a crescendo. I have a hidden staff on the top system. I have an octave transposing clef for tenors. I have lyrics. I have chord symbols. I have chord diagrams. I have slurs. I have slides. I have accents. All of this music is missing when I go over to Finale in the MIDI translation. And if I have to re-enter all of that music in Finale manually, that's going to cost time and money and be error-prone. There has got to be a better way to do this translation. And fortunately, Dole 5 for Sibelius does a much better job. It uses the Music XML format to do the translation. Music XML saves a lot more music notation information than MIDI, which leads to a much more accurate translation. To use it, I go to the Plugins menu, Music XML, Export, and Save. Now this export is going to take longer than the MIDI export because Dole 5 is a plugin for Sibelius, and a plugin is going to run more slowly than something that is built into Sibelius directly. However, the amount of time that we save in the Finale import is going to save many times over the time that we wait for the Music XML export to complete. It's done now, so we go back to Finale, hit the File menu, Music XML, Import, double-click on the file, and let's see how well the Music XML translation works. And this is much better. This gets over all that music that was missing in the MIDI translation, but it all comes across from Sibelius to Finale in the Music XML translation. I have the tempo mark, I have the dynamics, I have the 2-bar repeat, I have the grace note, I have the diminuendo, the crescendo, the chord symbols, the chord diagrams, the lyrics, the octave transposing tenor clef, the slur, the slide, the accent mark, the title of the piece, the composer of the piece. All of this comes across in the Music XML translation that did not come across in the MIDI translation. This is something that is much more usable for a translation from Sibelius to Finale. This has been a brief demonstration of the Dole 5 for Sibelius plugin. For more information, please go to our website at store.recordare.com. Thank you.